Good morning.
Good morning.
Breakfast was good.
Breakfast was really good. You're a good cook.
The toast was perfectly done.
The almond butter on the toast?
Excellent.
Okay, so a few weeks ago or longer, we did a morning conversation about what do you want? I think that was the title of it. And we got some responses like we always do. And I went back and forth with this one person, and her first post was, I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
And so I commented back and I said, well, maybe start with identifying what you don't want. And she commented back arguing, oh, I know exactly what I don't want. I think about what I don't want all the time. And then I dropped it from there, but I thought, well, this is why you are not enjoying your life.
Yeah.
Because you think about all the things you're experiencing you don't want.
Yeah.
But my intention with that suggestion was, you got to start somewhere. So start identifying what you don't want, so that as part of the process to get to what you do want.
Yeah. I think I'm angry and I don't want this. I don't like my job. I don't like my relationship. I don't have enough money. And it's a focus on what I don't want, not with any purpose other than I'm annoyed at my circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're saying is different. You're saying, in a way, stop, get into present time, and start a list.
Right.
What I don't want. It shouldn't be too hard. You'll go through 5-6 things immediately, but treat them as what I definitely don't want, as I'm beginning to clear the brush away from the what I do want.
But I just thought, as you were saying that in this culture, the conversations that people have many times with each other, many times are about what I don't want.
Oh, it's
the negative. It's what's wrong with my body. It's what's wrong with my work. It's what's
my
wrong.
problem is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the nature of. I mean, we talk about this all the time. We have conversations with people, and they start off about their problem.
Right.
And we have nothing to say, and they keep talking, So, but really, I'll say it again. These times are so opportunistic if you just stop and basically ask the question, where am I going? What would I like? How would I like to live my life? And in that case, the I don't wants are really clear. I mean, the woman Barbara, not so long ago, 30 years in a marriage where they don't talk to one another. And there's this belief forever and ever,
Yes.
Till death do us part. Really?
You're going to be miserable for the rest
And
of your life?
so she said, I took this and I really looked at it, and, I probably got another good 20 years. Do I want to do the same thing over and over? Now, I'm not trying to destroy anybody's relationship, but what do you want?
Yeah.
And is what you are experiencing servicing you? And in that case, the question was, well, is your husband happy? No, he's miserable. Duh.
Right.
What about if having a good conversation about, this isn't really working for either of us, what would work for us?
Mm-hmm.
And she entered into that conversation, and he was angry at the first part and threw energy for about 2 weeks. And finally, she said they sat down and realized it wouldn't even be hard to basically go have another life, although
Unravel.
I don't know what another life is because I've had 30 years of what I don't want.
Right.
So the point really is, okay, but we just got to a place where we are recognizing what we don't want.
Mm-hmm. It's like that movie we saw the other night, Edie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about this older woman, I don't know, 70s maybe.
Yeah, real.
And her husband died. She'd been married forever. Her husband died, and she finally was able to ask herself, what do I want? And she wanted to go climb a mountain, something she's wanted to do her whole life with her dad, but it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so she climbed a mountain.
Yeah, 70-some years old,
Yeah.
and struggled, but all through the movie, she began to talk to this young man, saying, "Here's what my life has been. I'm the happiest I've ever been, struggling, tripping over these rocks, sitting here in the pouring rain. This is exciting."
Yeah.
So where is exciting in your life?
Yeah.
Where is that? And again, the opportunity to begin to have an awareness of exciting.
Well, and when you say that about the times and how this is such a great opportunity, it's what's happening is that all of our baggage is coming up to the surface.
Really important.
So and that can be really uncomfortable unless you have tools. So at the same time that your baggage is coming up, there's a loosening so that what you want comes to you a little bit easier.
Yeah, yeah. And in the last couple of weeks, we've talked about, again, time and space being one thing, and everything comes to you. If you allow yourself that consideration, your perception turns and allows for opportunity, whereas before I had to go find it. I don't know where to look. I don't know what I'm doing. But recognizing it comes to you allows you to basically start to say, what do I want? And it's really a big deal.
Here's an example for me. I had been gardening this way too big of a garden, for 7 years. And the last couple of years, it was, I'm not enjoying this. I don't want to be doing this anymore.
Yeah.
And so and it was like, okay, what do? I don't know what I want.
You sell the house. Of course.
No.
We did.
We did.
Phew, no more garden.
That's like saying, oh, this house really needs to be cleaned. Let's just move.
Oh, wait, you did that too.
So my point
Oh,
is, so I didn't want to do the vegetable fruit garden anymore. And so I asked, well, what do I want to do with this space? And I found myself, and I waited for the answer, and I found myself really enjoying the hummingbirds and really enjoying the butterflies and all the little critters. And I realized I want to make a pollinator garden.
yeah.
So that's what I started to do until we moved.
Right. And now she has all the critters.
Right.
But you enjoyed it, and
Yeah,
it worked, and the flowers came out, and the bees came. Yeah. So it can be little changes, and sometimes little changes are all it takes.
Well, and once again, it goes back to being in present time and being very intentional.
Yeah.
And asking, what do I
Yeah.
want?
And what happens is a lot of people are stuck in a old want. Just like you just said, I want this garden, and then all of a sudden, I don't want this garden. And we know lots of people, and they've been living in the same house for 30 years. They raised their kids there. The kids have left. They're still there. And the question, the house is too big. And for so many of us, you're getting up in age. You don't need that
3,000 square feet.
Sure, a big house. So what could you do? And like right now, and we've talked to other people about this, and all of a sudden you realize the market is premium at this point in time, or has been up till recently. And what if you moved? I don't know what I would do. Well, what would you like to do? So you go right back to the same loop. So, but see, in that case, okay, I'm going to end my relationship. I'm going to sell my house. I'm going to get a new job. I'm going to move to a new city. Allow it to be a possibility that you don't have to take. But the more possibility you put on the table, the more another thought comes up, like, oh yeah, I've always wanted to do this. I forgot.
Yes.
And so you get possibilities that begin to be available to you. I'll give you one more example. So we were just talking about this a little while ago, and I said, well, maybe you should go take a train. But we had talked about taking numbers of trains, but you can take a train from Portland to Seattle. It's kind of like right out the door, in a manner of speaking, and the train ride is spectacular. you know, and it's like 3 hours, and
Yeah.
you see things you never see.
Yeah.
Go get on the train. Go nowhere. You know, just go and come back.
Well, I like I like the idea of identifying what you don't want as part of the process. And I also like your idea of put everything on the table. The wildest possibilities, you don't have to commit to anything.
Yeah.
Just lay it all out, you know, and I'm seeing the picture of little Post-its and filling the whole table with all these possibilities.
Yeah. Yeah. So in a lot of ways, it's fourth, fifth, sixth ray.
Yes.
But there's another piece to that too. Because put things on the table that you once wanted and never accomplished or never achieved or never pursued. They may come back up as like, oh, I really always did want to do that train ride from Portland to Seattle. But they also might come up as, I don't want to do that train ride. So here's that belief system or that disappointment or the I've never succeeded at, I don't get what I want. That's sitting inside the body somewhere in a state of dis-ease because it's not comfortable. I didn't get that. And move it off the table. You know, begin to get some of your wants that never were fulfilled, or reestablish them as wants that you might go dabble in.
Yeah.
So, possibilities.
Possibilities.
So I'll buy the tickets to the train ride.
Good. I'll bring the food.
Okay, good. Why don't you bring something really useful like a vegetable that we...
Oh, a vegetable. We can do that.
You have lots of those. Okay, till next time.